Hopefully y'all can hear me now. How's it going? Happy Friday. Welcome to QFit for the day. And as always, anyone on here who's in a office setting with a group of one or more or two or more people, make sure that you do note that in the in your comment section there. For today, we have a bit of. I got two there. Okay, cool. Got you there. For today, we're going into our stretch for the day. I will have our clock running as we go through, and these are going to be for about 30 seconds each. We'll go through 2 rounds of this here, and we'll get started. So with this one here, we'll be kind of seated right along here. Nice. Hopefully you can all see me here. Make sure I get that. That looks a little bit better. So with this one here, just going kind of scooted over to the edge of your seat. And we just want to go up over top. So if we want to go left over right, and then we want to turn this way. All right, so it's going to be turning left over right, and then turning to your left here. I have our clock going right now, and you might hear it in the background there. So again, left over right, put your elbow here, and then you're just twisting here. Going right like that, getting a good twist in. Should feel this right here through that left leg, also in your back as you turn. Got about 15 seconds left here. Just going right like that. Remember to breathe nice and easy as you go through this. If you're not necessarily feeling that stretch, kind of pull your leg up a little bit more. You can even kind of hug up to it and also still twist. There we go. We can shake that one out. Before we go to the opposite leg, this is just going to be a neck roll this way. So we just want to go front first. So we go from one side to the front. And then once you get to the other side, just rolling back the other way. As you do this here, try not to go really tense with those shoulders, right like that. Try to always keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Just rolling to the front, side to side. Just going right there. Remember, you can go nice and slow. You don't have to race through this one here. There we go. Good. So this one's going to be the opposite side of that crossover. So we went left over right first. Again, you can scoot out a little bit from your seat. Go now right over left. You're looking at it this way. Just going right here. Now your left arm is going there, and you're twisting to that right side. Again, you should feel this in that leg. If you want to feel more in the leg, just hug up that leg a little bit higher. You can still twist. You won't get as much leverage in the back, but you'll get a little bit more here if you hug up to it and go over to that side. Or again, going with that original one right here. Going right like that. Good. So then this one here now, that one's done. This is going back to the neck roll here. We can go now backwards. So we want to go to a side, and then we're going to the other side. Remember again, we don't want to go here. Keep those shoulders down. You want to move the neck over to those shoulders, not the opposite way around. Not trying to move the shoulders to the neck. All right, just going right like that. Remember again, nice and slow, nice and controlled. About 15 seconds left here. Again, rolling over to that one side and then back over to the other one. Just going right there. Good. On this one, you may not be able to see my face on this one here, but this is just a quad stretch. You can be standing up. You want to grab one foot here. I know sometimes this may be a bit restrictive, but we just want to pull on that leg, really stretching out the quad right here, going right like that. If this bothers you to do that way, we can also go with just kind of reaching towards that toe. This is going to get the opposite end of it. This is going to get more your hamstring here, but this will get you at least a little bit of a lower leg, or not a lower leg, but a leg stretch here right in the thigh there. 10 seconds left, so you can either do that or this. There we go, and then this is just going to be the opposite side, okay? So kind of take a moment, shake that one out. Again, if you need to, you can hold on to this or desk. And then now we're going to go with that opposite leg here. Really getting a good pull. If you can do it without it, this works a little bit of that balance as well. Really getting a good pull here. Again, feeling this right in that quad as you work your way through. We're about halfway through this one. Breathing nice and controlled as you work your way through it. Under 10 on this. And there we have it. All right, so we got through that one. This one's going to be back seated, okay? And we can go with our feet almost on a, I think most of you can see me here. We want to go with our feet up, or a toe up on this one. And we want to reach down in between with both feet, trying to pull on the arch of the foot here. All right, so we should feel this in the lower back, definitely feeling this in those hamstrings. If you can't quite get down to those feet, just go as far as you can, all right? Then on our second round, we can see if we can go a little bit further here. We're about halfway through this first round. Really trying to reach up and through. Still keeping the chest tall as you do so. You don't want to bow this way. You want to try to go right like this here. Really getting a good pull. All right, there we go. Good. So this one here now, this is going to go back to our first one here. Going with that left over right. Going right here. Remember, again, you can hug this leg up here. You can also go right like that. I'm going to go for this version, just to go right like this here. Hugging this leg on up. And again, I'm feeling this more so in that left side, right up underneath. Kind of closer to the glute, more so than the hammy. Again, nice, easy breathing here. There we go, good. So this one's going to go back to the neck roll here. This is going to be that front one. So again, going from a side, going right here, remember, relaxing those shoulders. Going from one side, rotate the neck to the front, over to the opposite shoulder, and then back the other way. Just going right there, nice and controlled here. About halfway through this. That's it, you got it, guys. Stay working with it here. There we go, good. So this one's going to be the cover over to the other side, or that right over left to the other side. Again, as we do this, we want to go right here. Again, you can hug it up, or you can also use the elbow to twist on over. Hopefully, I think you guys can all see me here as I do this. Going right on through. Going right here, you can hug this up here, or even going with that twist. But again, just hugged up. For me, hugging up, feeling this in that leg a little bit more so than the back and the obliques. Breathing in nice and easy, nice and controlled. There we go, good. So this one again, reverse order with our neck here. Now again, working our way from the back, all right? So go shoulder here. Now working our way back. Then over to the opposite side. Remember, nice and controlled. As far as your range goes, if you can't quite get full range there and you feel like your neck kind of stops on one, that's okay. We just want to try to keep going with this one, getting better each round. Just going right there. And remember, again, we don't want to be jerking as we do this, and we don't want the shoulders to come up. We really want to try to go rolling over to it rather than the shoulder coming up to it. And we're done with that one. And this one's going to be, again, that quad stretch. So, again, you can use a chair, you can use a desk, you can use a wall. We just want to go with one leg. Doesn't matter which one you start with here, because we'll go with the opposite one immediately after this. Working your way through. We got about 20 seconds. Remember, again, getting a good pull on this leg. If you can't quite feel this stretch, give that leg a little bit more of a pull this way, directly up. Make sure that you're not pulling out one way or the other. Really trying to get a good pull straight back. There we go, good. So this one's just going to be now the opposite leg. And you can go right here holding on to something. Gradually kind of come up to this part and then pull on up. Remember, we don't want this to hurt too much. We just want to feel that stretch. We don't want to be pulling really hard on it, going right like that. Try to stay at a nice upright position as you go through this here. That's it. Keep going with this one here. We're about well under 10 seconds left on this. Good. We're down to our final one here. Final one, final round. This is going to be that sat down stretch. Remember, you can go to the end of your seat, toes pointed up, and we just want to reach with our hands again through the middle, trying to touch and pull at the arch of the foot here. Nice, easy breathing here. We're almost there, guys. About halfway through, about 10 seconds left. Feel this in that lower back, also in those hamstrings here. There we go. Good. Made it through that one. All right. So that's all I had for us for today. We will have those again always up on YouTube there, so take a look out for that one there on our YouTube channel. Again, thanks for coming in, joining me for today. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you in next time. Thanks, guys. Take care.